news! Today, I bring you bad news. News of yet another pandemic from China. A deadly and mysterious form of pneumonia. It has already hit major cities like Beijing and Xi'an. In 2020 and 2021, China's most violent COVID-19 brought the world to its knees. Could this killer pneumonia rock the world again? Now, people are once again falling sick, and hospitals in China are once again overwhelmed, and there is a long list for hospital beds. There has been over 7,000 cases so far, and parents in China are worried. I am afraid you should be worried, especially if you have young children at home or elders. Just look at what's happening in China. In many places, classes have been suspended already. China's National Health recently held a press conference, and it admitted to a sudden increase in respiratory diseases. But once again, it has tried fleeing down the situation. Authorities are saying that people are coming down with high fever, and that there is lung inflammation as well, but there is no cough, which is very odd. This no normal pneumonia, and remember, COVID began as an unexplained pneumonia as well. Breaking news!
Now, I already told y'all, my people gonna get mad at me and call it hatred, whatever. Again, this is all comes down to genetics. And this is the residual effects of coronal holes on the sun that is spewing out charged particles. Also, sunspots that are on the sun that is popping off CMEs, coronal mass ejections. This is the residual effects of that, as well as the increase of UVA, UVB, and now UVC radiation that is now ground level, which is a detoxifier, a germ killer, a mutating wavelength. When you look at what they stated that, you know, such and such 19 was, it attacked what? The respiratory system. What else attacks the respiratory system as well? HIV, Ebola, all those viruses as well attack the respiratory system. And if you do the research on ARS, which is acute radiation syndrome, I did a video on this on YouTube twice. If you do the research on that, that's overloading radiation, accumulating overload of radiation at one time, and your body cannot biosynthesize that. And the residual effects of that is malignancy, aka tumor, cancer cells, the breakdown of your cells inside of your body, whereas though now you start to your genetic structure does no longer your cells no longer divide and transfer and transcribe information over to the next cell. It starts to actually die. So the body is actually deteriorating from the inside out, rather what people were used to seeing from the outside in. Your gunshots, your bullets, all that stuff no longer matters. It's all about the sun. The sun is changing everyone anatomy on this planet, every living organism on this planet. And it's nothing that they can do about it. They have an inflammation on their lungs. They have a cough. They have a mucus coming out of their nose there, and they have no explanation for it. This is a sign of sepsis shock. This is where you start to build inflammation, and this is a direct residual effect of overloading radiation, as well as red iron oxide dust. So you can look this information up. My people, it's abundantly over the internet. This is not hatred. This is not racism. This is a biological fact. This is a scientific biological fact. The sun is changing every living organism anatomy on this planet. And right now, the eukaryotic cell organism is the one that's going to have the most adverse effects, due to the fact that the eukaryotic cell is not a natural organism. You understand? It didn't follow the laws of physics, and you must follow the laws of physics in order for you to come into existence on this planet, in order for you to walk naturally with the sun. So even with the fake royal family and these insectoids and lizards and all of these reptilians and other entities that are on the planet that has been manipulating genetics, even Pindar Moloch, himself, he is natural. He in order for him to get here, he followed the laws of physics. But in order for him to achieve his goal, and he didn't even achieve it, but to achieve partial of his goal, he had to defy laws of physics. And defying laws of physics is defying nature, defying Mother Universe, defying the God gene. And this is why I tell you, my brothers and sisters, that this is not an enslavement. This is an embarrassment. This was a test. And everyone else, the joke is on them. Abundance and gratitude to you all.